constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm... This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To throw, it's Riggs. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Quick strike through the air for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's reeled in. It's higher. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, what a caught! Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Got room at the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Off play action. That's caught. It's flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And the Cougars are threatening on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd and goal coming up. To the air, it's Riggs. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some...
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Sets up the screen. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. To the air on first down. Here's a hit. Finds us back in the middle. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
Caught over the middle. It's Hodges. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Riggs. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extending a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the...
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge. Touchdown, Houston. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is...
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. He got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Complete to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Riggs. Turns it loose. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck in, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that... a little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Peters. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. To the air, it's Riggs. Hauls it in. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And the quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now...
Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you along. And the Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Now a fair catch is called. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Riggs. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't.
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Trying play action. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Oh, what a move to get open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drive.
He's going for the big play. Rested inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. QB draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The short hands. It's flat. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Under fire. It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Houston will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the...
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Riggs. Caught in the backfield, it's Hodges. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! And the punishment has been extended. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Bring in the heat. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Peters. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. He's got it at the 15. They're able to make the stop, and this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Houston Cougars. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's flat. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Cougars with a long way to go. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw, it's Riggs. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, we've seen in recent years the evolution of the tight end position, right? You think about Brock Bowers at Georgia or Tyler Warren at Penn State. How about this guy getting involved in the option play? He's the pitch man. No one accounts.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. First down and more. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Riggs. Zings it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been. And the coach will take the penalty. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try the middle. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball.
They missed that 56-yard field goal, and now they'll pay for it by giving up good field position at the 39. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Riggs. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Under fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Now, I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. And the route is on. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads it downfield. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed to... All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield, it's Riggs. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talk
Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside... Now they'll run it to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Snagged in the middle. It's Hodges. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's flat. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really nice groove right now.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Connection to the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. That's caught. It's fired. Trying to take it back. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Past the first down marker and still running. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Now from the 48-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to pass. It's Riggs. Catch in the middle. It's flat. Just what they were looking for, and he's got it set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Whips it out on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're in makeable field goal range, but on fourth down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Riggs. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4.
The Cougars buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, they extend this lead here in week 5.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. That's a coachable moment, something we'll learn from moving forward.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that.
It's a seam wide open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down. They'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. 6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Riggs. A little screen to the running back. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the snap, it's Peters. Might be looking to run. At the 35, he's loose. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in.